Hey everybody, welcome back to Pick of the Week. This time I'm featuring the 5th studio album by St. Vincent titled Mass Seduction on Loma Vista Recordings from 2017. Alright guys, this is my first dive into a St. Vincent album. I've known about her for quite some time. I've heard some of her singles, but nothing really compelled me to kind of get in there and hear what she's all about. And let's just say from the top, I am thoroughly impressed. Annie Clark, otherwise known as St. Vincent, is a powerhouse. She is a multi-instrumentalist, a singer, songwriter. It's amazing the work she has created. She's also collaborated with a lot of people on this record. So, I mean, it's not all just her, but it's her guiding this record that, oh my gosh, was pretty magical. I thoroughly enjoyed this. Now, unlike other Pick of the Weeks, these from now on are going to go track by track. So I'm going to cover all the songs on the record. So obviously we're going to start with track 1 on side A, Hang On Me. Now this one's more of a slow burn. It doesn't quite hit you out of the gate. It primes you for what the rest of the record will be. I really like the melody during the chorus, and the quality of her vocal recording is really nice. She's not buried under effects. You really hear that she is a singer, and I like that. So up next we have Pills, and this was actually the first single I heard off of this record, and I didn't know what to make of it. Honestly, I didn't like this at first. I found the chorus quite grating on me. Overall, the song is very frantic. Now the guitar solo really stands out for me on this. And there's a part where the horns kind of create the beat. It's kind of this funky marching band drum corps type beat going on, which I really dig. Tales, fortune and blame, tigers and wolves, defamed by fame. But then the most interesting part happens around the 2/3 mark. The song slows way down. It's like coming down from a high, and it enters this dreamy, floaty landscape with a really lovely melody, and her vocals are just right there out in front. They're kind of raw, but really you hear this aching in what she's singing about, and there's a vulnerability in that, and I just find it lovely. And the more I hear this song, the more I do really enjoy it. So it's one of those ones that I kind of had to warm up to. It probably wasn't the best song to hear first, but that's what the radio was playing. But my favorite part has to be the saxophone that slowly creeps up in the mix and it ends the song. It's just this lovely tone about it. It's got a lot of reverb, so it feels like it's happening sort of far away. But that's actually played by Kamasi Washington, and you can really hear his musicianship. Up next, we have the title track, and it opens up with this curious little, I almost want to call it like a video game sound effect opening. I just love it. I don't even know what it is. This song is incredibly catchy from the get-go. I love the robotic sort of backup vocals singing the Mass Seduction with her replying with I Can't Help What Turns Me On. Just it works so well. SUGARBOY is track 4 and opens with this, what I feel is a Duran Duran inspired beginning, but then this infectious beat hits you like a freight train and it just carries you through this. This song is incredibly danceable. I really enjoy how she'll drop into her lower singing register. She'll get a little deeper. She often does that on this record, but this song in particular, it's very effective. But my favorite part is how the whole song just sort of spirals out of control into decay really towards the end into this synth-drenched poppy song. It's just, fantastic, impeccable production all around. So up next we have Los Angeles, which was the second single off this record. And again, this is another moment where the chorus just makes the song for me. It's singable, it's catchy, but it's also longing and aching. Overall, it's just lovely.
How can anybody have you? How can anybody have you and lose you? How can anybody have you and lose you? Not lose their minds too.
Throughout this song, there's some really funky beats. However, I love it when it drops out towards the end and you're left with this slide guitar and these strings come in and creates this nice dreamy pop melody. And then on top of all that, she's doing some spoken word. Overall, again, another well-crafted song.
I guess that's just me. I guess that's how I'm built. I try to write you a love song, but it comes out of a mint. I guess that's just me, honey. I guess that's how I'm built. I try to tell you I love you.
Okay, the last song off side A is Happy Birthday Johnny. And from the opening chords, I loved this song. It instantly captivated me. There's something about it. It's one of my favorites off of here. It's probably my second favorite track. And I just love the melody and chord progression.
Remember one Christmas I gave you Jim Carroll, intended it as a cautionary tale. You said you saw yourself inside there, documented like a two-manual.
There's this longing about it. It's nostalgic. It's bittersweet. Just the way she put this song together, I can't get over it. I really, really love this song. And again, the slide guitar on here is so effective. I love the use of it throughout this record, especially on this song. Overall, it's a great way to end side A.
Happy New Year, Johnny. Are the lights on the trees?
Opening up side B, we have Savior, and this song for me really lives in the lyrics. There's some storytelling going on here. It's sexy, it's funky, but it's also kind of abrasive. I really feel like this is the most she kind of channels Prince on the record.
You dress me up in a nurse's outfit. It rides in sticks to my thighs and my hips.
It's a song I think that kind of grows on you over time. At first, it sort of passes by superficially, but on repeat listens, it sort of opens up more and gives back a lot.
I got him trying to save the world. You said, girl, you're not Jesus.
Track 2 is New York, and this was the first single off the album. And immediately, the first time I heard it, I fell in love with it from the first chords. This is my favorite off of this record. It is just so emotionally fueled. There's a sweetness, a tenderness about it. It's relatable. There's so much going on about it. And on top of all that, it's incredibly catchy and singable. You just want to sing along with her.
New York isn't New York without you, love. So far in a few blocks to be so low.
And clearly it's coming from a very personal place for her, and I think that's what makes this song work so well. Here you have very organic strings and piano, and it just really lifts this song up. And the only criticism I can give it is that it's too short. I just want it to keep going.
I have lost a hero, I have lost a friend, but for you
Now, track 3, Fear the Future, unfortunately is not my favorite off of this record. Actually, it's my least favorite song off of here. To me, it's one of the weaker points of the record. No, it's the weakest point on the record. I don't know, there's not a lot I get from it, and especially coming from New York, I don't feel a lot with this song. Now, that could change with time, we'll see, but in the meantime, you guys check it out, let me know what you think. Up next we have Young Lover, and here is a song that I just adore when the chorus kicks in.
Young lover, I miss the taste of your tongue.
Now, the guitar work during the second verse is so effective. I don't know exactly what she's doing. It's sort of vamping on some chords, but just the way it's played, it creates this tension into the song that I can't get over. I really like the tone and just how it plays with everything else. It's just, again, another example of exquisite production.
You got no room to talk, babe. You're boozing on a midday, and I don't see no cake.
Track 5 is Dancing with a Ghost, and it's really just this lovely little instrumental piece that really acts as the coda to the previous song, Young Lover. And it's a dreamscape, it's synth pop laced. It's just a nice little interlude. The penultimate song is Slow Disco, and I love the string-drenched opening of it.
I sway in place through a slow disco.
What I find most interesting is that towards the back half of this song, there is a second vocalist that comes in. I wasn't sure who it was, but according to the credits, she's the only singer on there, so I have to assume they pitch shifted her voice down several octaves, and it creates this kind of haunting sound. It's very effective on this song. It's actually one of my favorite elements off of here. So now we've come to the last song in that smoking section, and I really love the bleakness of this song. There's definitely some grittiness in her vocals. She's not trying to sing pretty on here. It's kind of dark, and it's just the title alone, smoking section, right? You kind of imagine it being sort of hard to see through, very smoky, like a smoky bar in Las Vegas.
Sometimes I stand with a pistol in hand by fire at the grass just to scare you right back.
And the quality of her voice, I mean, there's moments where it feels like her voice is cracking. There's angst in there. There's like pure emotion coming out. And I love how this feels very exposing for her. Like for me, for the listener, I feel for her.
And then I think, what could be better than love?
But my favorite part is how it resolves on a major chord. Like she could have so easily had this song fade out without ever really resolving it, but she chose to end on a solid foundational chord that buttons up the whole song, the whole record. But you're left with the idea that this is not the end. This is just a new beginning, right? This is her 5th album. She's got many more down the pipeline. I can't wait to hear more from St. Vincent. I'm looking forward to diving back and listening to more of her stuff. Oh, man. This here is the standard release. There is a deluxe edition, but I have to tell you guys, I think you should avoid it unless you're completely set on that sticker set and booklet. I don't think it's really worth the money. It's almost double the cost of this one. You basically get the same record, but what it is, it comes in a PVC sleeve with a poster that acts as the record sleeve. So as soon as you take out that poster, there's nothing in it. It's very flimsy. It's not like this paper board. So from what I've read on Discogs, I have to suggest avoiding that release. This one is quite good. I like the pressing. The record did sound good. Now included, you get this poster. I love the photography on here. Love the colors, the purple and the green there. And on the inside here, you get another picture and you have credits, thank yous, and lyrics, which it's actually pretty helpful there. The record itself, I love, comes in this vibrant blue. And the record is pressed on this pink vinyl, very pink. Love these Loma Vista labels here. And there is side B. Again, this record sounds very good, especially for a color vinyl. It's got a little bit of a warp, but it didn't really affect playback. It's very slight. I wouldn't worry too much about it. And lastly, it does come with a digital download code. Okay guys, that has been Mass Seduction by St. Vincent. I thoroughly enjoyed this record. It's gonna be in my top 10 of 2017. Not sure where it's gonna fall yet, but I'll let you guys know. Until then, I wanna know you have to say, do you like this record? Did you pick it up? Did you pick up the deluxe edition? What do you think of the pressing? Until then, I wanna thank you guys so much for watching. I'm your Vinyl Geek, and I'll catch you on the flip side.